Days number 11 and 12 of Chicago Bears training camp are in the books, and let's talk about what happened. What's going on, guys? I'm back with another Chicago Bears training camp update video, which I'll be doing every single day of camp, or every other day now at this point. So if you guys want my thoughts, my views on camp, definitely be sure to subscribe to my channel. I probably won't be doing them every single day anymore because the news updates are not getting as frequent. The people there are not tweeting as much because at this point, fans are kind of over camp. You know, it's been almost 2 weeks of camp, so now we're more focused on the actual games. The preseason game, the first one is this upcoming Saturday. We also got the regular season coming up in only less than a month. Well, a little bit more than a month, actually. But, you know, obviously people are not as interested in camp anymore. But I'll still be having videos out for you guys. Probably just not every single day. I'll be having other videos now to fill in the gaps, like prediction videos, analysis videos, like other stuff, highlight videos too. So stay tuned for all that news. But let's talk about practice the last 2 days, okay? And according to reports, it seems like it was kind of an up and down day by the offense, meaning that the defense and the offense were basically 50-50. The defense won some snaps and the offense also won some snaps. On Tuesday, it was actually non-padded. On Wednesday, today, it was a padded practice, so keep that in mind. We also had many injuries pop up the last 2 days, which really sucks, but Nate Davis, right guard Nate Davis, did come back on Tuesday for the non-padded practice. He did practice that day, but on Wednesday, during the padded practices, he did not practice. So Nate Davis, it seems like he's getting closer to coming back. He's not like severely injured or anything, but they're taking it slow with him. He's probably going to be back, I would think, you know, next week because he did practice now in the non-padded practice. But a lot of other guys did go down with injuries too, which I'll talk about later on in this video, which was unfortunate. But talking about the big first story of the day, I do want to talk about the connection between DJ Moore and Justin Fields, because man, it's been a thing all of camp, but the last 2 days there's been a lot of reports about these two connecting early and often. So according to Sean Hammond, he said that heavy dose of Justin Fields to DJ Moore during that team session, that's going to be their bread and butter in the intermediate area of the field. Then according to Brendan Shagru, he said that DJ Moore with the strong hands catch for about 15 yards in the 2-minute drill, covered well too. He's Mr. Consistent. Going on to Greg Braggs Jr., he said the 7-on-7's beautiful ball from Justin Fields to DJ Moore deep down the left sideline, just past the cornerback's fingertip. And then again from Brendan, he said that after a couple rough plays, Fields unloads a deep ball to Moore down the left sideline, who was covered well. Definitely a go up and get it pass. Moore went up and got it. I think it's actually the same play that Greg was talking about right before this. But after that 2-minute drill, Fields gets sacked, and the next play lofts a prayer off his back foot to Moore, who makes that catch down the left sideline. Catch went for about 45 yards. So not anything surprising at all. We've been getting reports about this connection the entire offseason, throughout OTAs, throughout camp as well. And they've been connecting every single day, multiple times every single day. Okay, it's been deep bombs down the field. There haven't been as many deep bombs so far in camp, but the few deep bombs we have had, a lot of them have went to DJ Moore. They've been working in the intermediate portions of the field, which I really love because that's one area of the field where Justin Fields definitely had to attack more. He got a guy in DJ Moore that can actually work that portion of the field, run really good routes there, and get open there. So that's fantastic. Even like the short passing game, we've been attacking to DJ Moore as well. So if camp is any indication, the Bears will be targeting DJ Moore a lot in this passing attack in 2023 in many different areas of the field. It's not only going to be down the field, it's not only going to be in the middle of the field, it's going to be all over the field, running a variety of different routes. I mean, that's why you get a guy like DJ Moore, because he has the versatility to do many things for you. Before the catch, after the catch, he's going to be a monster in this offense. And let me know down below, guys, how many yards do you think that DJ Moore is going to get, you know, in this offense with Justin Fields in year one? Okay, keep in mind, we're going to have to spread the ball out to other guys too, like a Chase Claypool, like a Darnell Mooney. Like, they're not chopped liver either. So, you know, that's going to be taking away a little bit from DJ Moore, but I still expect DJ Moore to get the vast majority of the targets and the yardage because he's that good. So I think he could easily put up 1,000 plus yards, maybe even 1,200 plus yards, which might be too optimistic to some, but it's not even that crazy because in the past, DJ Moore has put up yardage similar to that, and he's played with terrible quarterbacks. So if Justin Fields can even be an average quarterback, an average passer this year, he could be the best quarterback that DJ Moore has played with in the NFL, besides for 1 year, I think, of Cam Newton. But point being, guys, this connection is going to be special. It's going to be really, really good from the beginning, I hope, and it's going to be fun to watch it throughout the season. And thank God Justin Fields finally has a guy where he can be like, oh, I'm going to just chuck it down the field and that guy can actually come down with that catch. In the past, he's not had that guy, but now he does in 2023. So it's going to be great for him, hopefully breaking out as a passer. But going to the next report, I do want to talk about Justin Fields' lowlights too, though. Okay, I can't only talk about the good. I got to bring up the bad too if I'm to be trusted as giving you guys the actual news. So I'll talk about some of his lowlights too, because it wasn't only good plays. It was a lot of bad plays too by the offense in the last 2 days. So talking about this report from Josh Schrock, he said that Bears practice 12 just wrapped. Lots of injuries, not good. Claypool left. I'll talk about the Claypool injury in a little bit after this. But he said that first team offense was clunky, sloppy, several false starts, unsuccessful, high red zone, period. Moved the ball in 2-minute drill against the ones, but cannot convert on a 4th and 6. According to Greg Braggs, he said that 11-on-11s, this was actually a day ago on Tuesday, but he said that Fields with a badly thrown deep pass to St. Brown, overthrown and way out of bounds. Fields threw off his back foot. And then Brendan said Justin Fields throws a deep ball up to Darnell Mooney down the left sideline, and Tyreek Stevenson high points it for an interception. So I wanted to bring this up because I'm not trying to say in these videos that the Bears offense is going to be lighting the league up on fire from the very beginning, because it very well could be a learning process. It could take a few weeks to get to how good they actually can be. Okay, don't expect right away for the Bears offense to be scoring 30 plus points a game, because it could take a little bit of time to get that chemistry going. We have to remember that Darnell Wright is a rookie right tackle. He could struggle a little bit to begin his career. We have, new pieces on the offensive line like Nate Davis, a new guy on the offensive line who should hopefully be good, but that chemistry still is important to get between the starting 5. It's not there yet. We got new receivers in here too, like DJ Moore, even though the connection has been really good in camp, and you would expect that to be good when the season starts. Like, sometimes it doesn't always translate right away. So I'm just trying to say, like, playing devil's advocate, like, there could be a scenario in which the Bears offense struggles to begin the year. It takes them a few weeks to get going. I hope that doesn't happen. I don't think that's going to happen, because I personally do think this offense could be pretty decent right away, but we also got to keep our expectations in check and not completely freak out if the season starts a little bit worse than what we expected it to be, even with all these new additions. Now, I'm not trying to say there's any excuses for Justin Fields this year, because obviously Justin Fields is in a make or break type of year. If he does not break out as a passer this year, he's probably not going to be on the Bears in 2024, but I would give this offense at least like a month to fully gel, maybe even more than a month. The expectation should be to win games this year, but they still were the worst team in football last year. We got to remember, like, the Lions and Jaguars last year, they started out the season really bad, but they got better as the season progressed because they got chemistry with their new guys. So, just saying, if it's not perfect right away, just do not freak out, because sometimes in camp there have been slip-ups. Even though the offense has looked good, there have been slip-ups as well. But with the negative stuff out of the way, I do want to talk about actually more negative stuff. Chase Claypool got injured today in practice. It doesn't seem like anything serious, but according to Moriano, he said that Chase Claypool was just running a route against Jalen Jones and pulled up on his route and started grabbing at his hamstring. Yikes. Not good, okay? Hopefully it's not anything major. Hopefully he comes back in the next few weeks. But if he's out for the next few weeks, I also would not be surprised, because hammies are kind of like that. Like, it's kind of hard to tell if they're fully healed or not. I'm not a doctor, obviously, but they can be a little bit tricky to deal with. And it's not good that, especially after having such a good camp so far, he got injured again in practice. It's big year for him, obviously, because we traded, pick number 32 for him, which we all know about by now. It's been talked about a lot, so he needs to have a big year, and hopefully this is not going to keep him out for too long, because I want to see him on the football field this year for the Bears from the very beginning of the season, from week 1. So hopefully it's nothing major. But going to the next story, I do want to talk about a positive report finally, talking about Braxton Jones' improvement against the bull rush. So, according to Brendan Shagger, he said that Andrew Billings just bull rushed Braxton Jones, and the young tackle held up in 11-on-11s. Even in no pads, you love to see it. Keep in mind, there was no pads on during this practice where he reported this, which is a big deal because we know football's played with pads on, but still, going up against a 350-plus pound menace in Andrew Billings and holding up against a bull rush is something to note, because it does tell me that Braxton Jones seems to have gotten stronger over the offseason, which is obvious because being in a full NFL weight program, being in a full NFL offseason, it does give you time to work on your body, work on your strength, and he clearly has done that, okay? Even according to coaches, like, they've talked about Braxton Jones looking better in camp, looking stronger in camp. There have been some bad reports, too, in which he did lose against a bull rush. So it's not like he's perfect now against a bull rush. He might still struggle there sometimes this year, but it does seem like he has gone stronger. Also, according to Brendan, he said, once again, I'm seeing positive plays from Braxton Jones today. The tackles have held up well. The guards in the center, not as much. And this was actually tweeted today when the pads were on. So even when the pads were on, according to Brendan and some other people there as well, you know, Braxton Jones did hold up pretty well, which is nice to see because it's going to be a big year for him in year 2 as the franchise left tackle, hopefully, for the Chicago Bears. He was a 5th round pick last year, got inserted into the lineup because we had nobody else, and he did much better than expected for a 5th round pick out of Southern Utah. Not perfect during year 1, obviously struggled a lot against the bull rush, struggled against power, but it seems like he's gotten more powerful now in this offseason, and we'll see if that translates when the games start. It's really hard to see what actually is real in line play when they're only in practice, because you still don't go like full out in practice. But when the games start, first game of the season, you know, week 1 against the Packers, we're going to see just what progress he's made against pretty good edge rushers that the Packers now have there in Green Bay. So, you know, hopefully he did improve a lot. But then finally going to the last story of the day, I do want to talk about Noah Sewell a little bit, our 4th linebacker. So Jason McKee said that Noah Sewell keeps showing up, intercepts fields and team drills, runs it back and celebrates with the front row into the end zone. I'm excited to see him play on Saturday. And I wanted to bring that up because I've been seeing a lot of reports about Noah Sewell making plays in camp, shining against the run, tackling really well. And it kind of shows you like how good this Bears linebacking rotation actually is, because he's going to be on the bench this year probably. I mean, he's going to be playing on special teams, you know, throughout the season, but he's not going to be getting too many snaps probably during the season at linebacker, you know, unless we actually have injuries happen, which, you know, very well could happen. So having a very high upside backup in Noah Sewell is honestly like, that's a luxury that usually great teams are afforded. And now the Bears have it because, you know, Ryan Poles has accumulated so many draft picks in the last 2 years. That's why having draft picks is so damn important, because you can have good quality depth like Noah Sewell. And hopefully, you know, he does find a way to make plays for the Bears during his rookie season, even if it's only as a backup or on special teams. You know, whatever way he can make plays, hopefully he is able to make some plays for the Bears. But that wraps up the video, guys. Leave your comments down below. What do you guys think about these practices? Do you guys have any you know, thoughts about the upcoming preseason game? Let me know down below. I'll be having a video out for that, like a preview video, probably tomorrow, maybe tonight if I can get it out, if I have enough time, but definitely tomorrow if not. So be on the lookout for that video. Have a good night, guys. As always, bear down.